July the 3rd, 2024. Guys, a quick early update. We're waiting for the storm to get back in the heat of the day and see what's happening. We've got a Cat 4 it's barreling down on Jamaica now. I don't know if you can see it in this map. Right there, that little blue tip, that's Jamaica. And you got the rest of your islands north of there. The second storm has a 20% chance of development now, right there, and it's right now you're getting storms on the people in the Windward Islands that just went through that devastating hurricane there. It's pretty much destroyed a great deal of those islands. A lot of people lost their livelihoods. Here we're dealing with Cat 4 going up into a Cat 2 now at impact on the Yucatan instead of a Cat 1. Notice that? Then re-strengthening here to a Cat 1. Spaghetti models still drifting a little to the west and to the south. The Canadian model is here. The Navy model is here on the Rio Grande. Now, after that point where they cross, things change drastically as far as the models. At least a couple hundred miles difference here. But we don't know what's going to happen when it gets into the Gulf, when it starts to get back to that Cat 1 speed. But we're going to wait. And this afternoon, we'll have the heat of the day. We'll have more accurate tracking information, things like that. Second storm, this is what they're saying. But now the Canadian model, you notice, or the Navy model, has not weighed in on this rear storm. 10% chance of cyclone formation 48 hours, 20% chance in 7 days. It looks impressive as far as the cloud cover, things like you just saw on that radar, guys. But we don't know exactly what it's going to do. I've seen two of these come in before like this, but right now Beryl is still 145 mile an hour Cat 4, right on the edge of Jamaica. They're saying now it's 125 knots with gusts to 150 knots. Now, guys, that's over a Cat 5. 150 knots, you're dealing with 173 miles an hour. So the gusts are going to be very strong throughout the day. And then it's going to go into the afternoon, slowing down somewhat to 140 knots. Now the late afternoon report on the 4th, 120 knots, coming in at 110. That's even later on the 4th. They're getting more updates as it gets close. On the 5th, we got 85 knot winds. Then when it comes ashore, it will be a Cat 2 again, and then you see the strengthening. 55 knots here, 65 knots there. There's where our Cat 1 will reform. And you see the H right here. Now, the brown area, guys, is where the strongest winds are. That's that Hurricane Cat 4 winds in this section. The outer band is tropical storm force winds, but this brown dot is about to cross the section of Jamaica and the Cayman Islands. That's going to be the important things to watch for today. Now, I saw a webcam earlier from the harbor at Kingston, Jamaica, and it was eerily quiet. The water was still, it was overcast, and it's kind of a protected harbor, but the storm is not quite on top of you guys yet. But this side of the island is going to take the worst of it. Again, you can see where the hurricane force winds are. It's still a major hurricane. It's going to be a major hurricane when it comes across the Cayman Islands. Guys, we're going to watch this. We're going to get a 10 o'clock update, and I will let you know what we're seeing. And again, I think the heating of the day will determine the numbers for this afternoon. We're watching it. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.